pushed. Hello, hello. All the buttons pushed?
All buttons are pushed.
Yay! Hello, everyone.
Activated.
Welcome to In the Demon's Grasp, session 37. When last we left off, the group was traveling, had gotten word that the children had been returned as a gift, I believe it was, and they were still continuing onward to Farrington. As long as I can say the name right, I will eventually do so.
You're the one who came up with this campaign.
Yeah, I know. It's complicated, okay?
No.
Oh.
Farrington.
Don't
Can't
say
excuse
anything that
her.
requires me to reference my notes because my notebook is over there and I don't want to go get it.
So, Fire, do you have any ideas what we know? So they had been traveling. Along the way, there was some real eerie, like sit in the pit of your stomach feelings. Uh, Poor Erilyn had quite an interesting nightmare, that didn't sit well with her, being unable to protect the people that she cared about, or somebody's vision of such that left her feeling that guilt and disappointment and anger and all of that fun stuff. So that's where we will pick up. Is I believe everybody had finished a long rest. If you didn't, go ahead. And to everyone else out there that might be listening, the party did level up. I had neglected to mention that at the end of the previous time. And so they
Yay,
are
level up.
now level 11.
Woo!
Woo!
For some reason, my stream title just popped up on my screen. So, to my stream, don't know why that happened. It's gone now.
I didn't do it. I promise.
It was just a text box.
Twitch really wanted you to know what your stream title was.
Yeah. Although it said episode 36.
Yes, you
I think
forgot.
it, pasted it from my clipboard. Because
Huh.
it was last week's stream title, which I had copied on my clipboard.
Last week.
Or last session.
Interesting.
Yeah, we haven't been live with this for a while.
It's been a
How
bit.
Yeah.
How very strange.
It's been a little bit less than a month.
Yeah.
Yep.
We actually made it
In
back.
the meantime, Banana has a whole ass new computer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Banana's
Yes.
computer
So
died.
forgive any technical difficulties on Banana's end. It is new computer adjustments.
No.
Yep. My
don't.
motherboard went.
So I apologize.
whole new
It's taking
computer.
me a minute to double check everything here.
And I will update my stuff later. I haven't set that up yet.
Yeah, I never got your answer on if Beyond 20 was working for you, so we're gonna hope it is.
I managed to put rolls through, so I'm assuming yes.
Okay, good. Excellent.
I meant updating my boxes down below to update my setup.
Got you. Your panel.
Yeah, that thing. That thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm also a little bit brain foggy because I'm sick.
Yes, poor Banana is sickly today. So, y'all have started your traveling today, moving ever closer to
Farrington.
Excuse me. Hold on just a second.
Don't die. Not healthy.
Moving to the town to partially learn about a disappearance that apparently is no longer a disappearance. But that's fine.
Yeah, it's resolved itself. They've been given back.
Yeah.
Although they've been given back in Novale.
Yeah, in the wrong place.
Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. It's still not fully clear, but it's doing a lot better.
That's okay. We're still on the journey for a teleportation circle from Mistral.
Yes.
Easiest
And to
way
check
to get
for
around.
other things. We wanted to shop as well.
Yeah, it's a mining town.
And
Y'all need the gems and the armor and the weapons and stuff.
and we're meeting the
The
courier
courier.
for
Yep.
Elsbeth to pick up the sending stone.
Hmm.
Although once again, the issue that Helsbeth had us investigating has resolved itself, supposedly. It's fine.
It's a gift. It's
I'm
always
sure
a
she's
gift.
still gonna want updates on all the other shit that's going
I'm
on.
sure there's other stuff that she'll have for us, yeah.
Yeah, all the children
Yeah.
are back, and
And now they need to be transported back home, I'm sure.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it first thing in the morning then, Firedale?
It is. You have just awoken. Nothing major going on. But I would have like everybody that's available to make a wisdom check, if you would, please.
Wisdom
Okay,
check.
Yes, a wisdom roll.
is this not against anything in particular that anybody might be
Not a
resistant to,
save.
yes?
No.
Just a straight check.
Yes.
Not a save, Nihon.
Did that go?
Oh, you got it.
That did go through. Okay. Wow, I am wise, kitty.
Natural 20.
You're a
I
wise
crit.
gal.
Give me one moment here, because I think I have a thing I can do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Your heroic inspiration.
Not even that, actually.
I crit that wisdom.
Do. Magical guidance. When you make an
Magical
ability check
guidance.
that fails, spend
Well,
a
how do you
sorcery
know if
point
it
and
failed?
re-roll.
Ooh.
Okay, I can tell you it did fail.
Well, I would assume a 4 failed. So I'm gonna spend a point and hope I get more than a 4. Hey, that's
That's
better.
better.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Yay,
So you
sorcerer
Somebody
did.
skill.
needs to roll for Allie.
I have her sheet up.
Do-do-do.
Ooh, not the greatest roll
Okay.
for Allie.
So,
Yups.
Cole, you probably picked up on this because you're kind of
Mhm.
used to being out and about in the wilderness and, avoiding the prying eyes of people. Uh, Erilyn and Mistral, you probably noticed this just because of, Erilyn has been out there with Cole and trying to survive on their own. Mistral, you're used to traveling around and going places and, greeting people and everything else. You all have been traveling on this road about 2 days now, and you've not seen any other passerbys.
Hmm.
So that just seems odd or awkward, especially considering you're heading towards one of the major trade towns, since they are very much into
True.
the metals and all of that, the metals, the gems, the precious materials, where the coin minting happens around here, all that fun stuff. So it is very unusual or odd that nobody seems to be on the road except for a certain group that you met not too long ago that didn't end
Well,
up being
and
a pleasant meeting.
weren't they blocking
They were.
the road
Yep.
some kind of way? So who's to say that the road's not been blocked elsewhere too?
I feel like
You know?
Erilyn with her nat 20 is probably the one who brings this up.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, and Erilyn being able to fly can fly up and look around and sees nothing for quite a ways, even though you're passing through the forest here. The road is still a clear path through the forest, and so it's very easy to see, quite a ways ahead and behind.
Can I
Now, here's a
take
question.
Hmm.
Didn't Elsbeth say that anybody who they could call on to help with things had already been sent away off of the
Correct.
island?
Yeah,
Yes.
So could
major
that also
adventurers.
be a reason why we're not seeing a lot of people?
Well, it's still possible that we might have seen normal travelers. It just seemed like the more powerful players were taken off the island. That was the
Okay.
impression I got anyway.
Yeah.
And what was your question, Meteor?
Can I take a look around and see if I can spot animals around? Like, is it just
You certainly
people,
can.
or is there a lack of animals as well?
Give me a perception check if you would, please.
Perception.
Are you saying this out loud that you're trying this, Meteor?
Yes, I.
So if somebody wants to assist, just gonna put that out there for anybody with a good perception.
I can. I have +8 though.
Okay, it's
19.
either a group check or someone can attempt to help. So if you want
All
to
right.
attempt to help one person, give me a d20 roll. If you roll 10 or better, you will help and he will have advantage.
I'll try.
Alrighty, so you have advantage, Meteor.
Okay.
19.
Nate, huh?
He rolled a 19 first.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
Before the
so
And then
it
I
was
rolled the-
better.
Sorry.
Yeah, his first roll was better than the second roll, so he's taking the first
Yep.
roll.
Looking around Cole, having been out in the wilderness, you kind of know the signs of things to look for animals and stuff like that. And looking around now that you think about it, you don't really see any birds flying around or the sound of insects or much of any of that right now. It is, other than the wind blowing through the trees and you all moving about, it's pretty silent and abnormally normal.
If it's that silent, I don't think that would be normal.
Guys, it's way too quiet around here.
When
I
was
don't
the
even
last
see
time
a
you...
bug.
And we haven't seen any people on the road. This is eerie.
Should we reach out to someone?
I'm going to hold up my staff. I assume there's like trees or something around here.
There are. You're going down a road through a forest.
All right, I'm going to
So
cast
yes,
Speak
plenty
with
of.
Plants.
Okay.
Um, there we go. So, 10 minutes I can talk with plants. I'm going to ask them, can you tell me where all the animals and people have gone? Why is it so quiet around here? This doesn't seem normal.
As you stand there, you can just hear all of these tiny screams from the grass that you're standing on.
It's the cornfield all over again.
Oh god, not the cornfield.
The cornfield on fire, yep.
Wait. Wait, Speak with Plants can affect the terrain?
Yeah, you can ask them to make the terrain difficult. They can.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I did not
Try to
know that.
Yeah, we did it last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't we ask the corn to make it difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we asked the corn to A, shout when an enemy was approaching, and B, make it
That I
harder for
remember.
them to pass through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did both.
All right.
Okay,
So does it respond?
well, first, tell me, are you just asking this in general, or are you speaking to a tree or
I'm speaking to
a
a tree.
daffodil? Okay, you're speaking to a tree. The tree does respond in the speech that you can understand, only you. Uh, that one moment here. I'm trying to remember and how to word this as a tree would. Uh, they passed by fast. The ground shook and trembled beneath them. Then it stopped. No more warmth, no more breath. The winged ones flew away, and the small ones stopped singing.
Do you have that written down somewhere?
No.
No, he just made it up on the spot.
Okay. Well, I repeat
So-
that to the group.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the ground shook. Like they were moving through fast. The ground shook. The winged ones all flew away, and the small ones stopped singing.
Yes.
So there you go, Meteor. There's your repeat.
They went by fast, faster than usual. The ground trembled or shook beneath them, then stopped, and then the winged ones flew away, and the small ones stopped singing.
How many days ago, can you ask the tree?
How many suns have happened since then?
Yeah, yeah. I'll ask how many days have gone by.
I felt the warmth 4 times since my last memory.
Seems like 4 days ago.
DM reminder: how many days has it been since the wave of energy, the magic blip?
I think
Uh,
about 4 days.
More than that.
More than that.
Slightly.
Okay,
More?
that's what I thought. Yeah, it's gotta have been more than 4 days just because of all the traveling we did.
Yeah. This is your all second day of traveling now. You all spent a day going to
Yeah, we had at
Bluebell
least
and all
2 days in the cave as well.
Yeah.
Right
So
after.
this is definitely more recent than the blue wave. That happened on a Tuesday. This is like the
Mhm.
Wednesday the following week.
Yeah,
And what did it say about the flying ones?
they flew away.
They flew away.
Oh, okay.
The flying ones flew away.
And the small ones stopped singing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the fact
I'm
that
just
they
trying to write this
were
down.
moving faster than usual and the earth tremored means they were likely running from something.
Yep.
Can I look at the ground and see if there's any signs of like cracking or
Fleeing?
faults or an earthquake?
Give me an investigation check if you'd like.
I'll help.
Okay.
If you want to actually, get in close and check for tracks or things, or if you're just looking for, as you said, an
Actually,
earthquake.
you have advantage already, don't
Perception
you?
check.
Yeah, I have advantage by default.
Okay.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Nat 20.
Woo.
That's nice.
Okay. Looking at the ground and the road and the rutted dirt from, traveling long past and, you know, going so long this road, you can definitely see like wagon tracks and stuff. You don't really notice any major cracks in the dirt that would imply like the ground had shifted suddenly one way or another, at least not in your current vicinity. You got a 24. You do notice that it has been some time since anyone had traveled. Like the grass has started to grow over the roots from the wagons and things like that. Very slowly, not very. It's not super grown over, but you can tell that it's been a while since anyone actually traveled this way. A few days at least.
If you could have ran, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
It still
What-
growls.
I want to know what it
It
was running
still
from, but I don't know if he
growls.
knows. It still growls.
Do you know what is growling?
No, I feel I don't see.
What direction is it growling from?
Down my
Down.
roots.
Down beneath.
Hmm.
Is there a way to get down there near here?
I don't move much.
That makes sense.
So it's growling and it's down. So some kind of a burrowing creature, maybe?
Other than down, is there a spot close by here that you feel or sense this growling coming from specifically? Like a burrow or a cave?
Just down.
Just down. Okay.
Out of character, wasn't it stated that underneath the island may have been a demon?
There was actually the mythology of the island suggests that there is a large creature of some sort beneath the island.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
for the littles? Though not for
That's
the bigs?
actually rumor and stuff that Mistral knows.
That
Yeah, Mistral knows
Okay.
this.
Okay.
This is part of my research.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that there's all sorts of different reasons that people, bring into being the North Pole and South
Mythology.
Pole. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why parts of the island are named the giant spine, the giant's neck,
Mhm.
Right.
Uh-huh.
there's rumors between the two whirlpools, like, you know?
Except there's no whirlpools on our map.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there are. North
Up
Pole and
north
South
and
Pole.
down
Oh
south.
yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, okay.
North
never mind.
Pole and South Pole. Those ones.
Oh.
What other ones could you possibly be talking about, Banana? I don't know.
With the littles, isn't there one on the inland sea?
That was my
There-
point, Nene. Wrong map.
Okay. I'm like, am I imagining this? No, okay.
All right. I'm going to ask the tree. Can you tell what kind of creature is growling?
No creature too steady. Always growling.
Mm.
Okay.
Getting
that-
angrier.
Getting angrier.
That means what I was hoping to do isn't going to work. I was thinking of casting locate animals or plants. Now, if I know a specific kind of beast or plant, I can tell where it is within 5 miles. But
I
if
can tell
it's-
you where a tree is.
Right. If it's not a creature, per se.
Is the rumbling a danger to us specifically? I can't talk to the tree, so.
I'll ask the same thing.
So
I'll
the question
translate.
is,
Is the rumbling a danger to us?
ground shakes when danger comes. Yes?
So only when the ground is shaking. Okay.
Okay.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How many days has it been since the eye opened?
That was about a day ago. It's why you've been
Okay, so-
traveling these last 2 days.
How many
Okay.
days ago was Meteor going into the portal with the thing?
That was about 5 or 6 days ago.
Okay.
Because you all went out, and this was right after the blue wave.
Okay.
I think
I'm just
we need
trying
to
to
implement a calendar.
Yeah, we're just getting to the point where, like, does this correspond to something that we did 4 days ago?
Yeah.
Comes down to what did we do 4 days ago? But yeah.
I am going to try something. Well, I guess first I'll ask the group, do we want to try and find the source of this? Or do
I
we want to
think
keep
more we want to keep heading, but be aware and be ready to do
Mhm.
something if something tries to shake the ground.
heading? Okay.
Acknowledge
Okay.
it
We've
as
heard
a
the
potential
warning.
hazard to watch for. Yeah.
Well, I was considering summoning a rat and using that to determine like directionality of like it's running this way, so it obviously must be coming from the opposite direction. Maybe putting it in a cage so it doesn't just run off.
I like that this is now the canary checking the cave. No, this is the rat checking the land.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if it's consistent, I don't necessarily think that there's going to be any clear indications unless something happens to bring it forth again.
Mm-hmm.
Which us moving across the land may be enough to trigger that.
All right.
Because
But I
did
don't know
say
that a
it's
rat
getting
moving across
madder.
would. Yeah,
It's getting more angry.
yeah.
Well, I guess
think-
I was more thinking of like, if the rat is running this direction, then if we travel in the opposite direction that it ran, then we would get closer to the source.
But Tree said under.
Right.
Yeah, tree just said down.
Okay.
And if I was below and somebody was stomping around above me, and there were two sources of movement above me, and one was tiny and one was much louder, like a carriage full of horses, I would probably go for the one that's louder.
I could
Sweet, sweet.
smack the ground.
Like Donkey Kong.
My brain is also going to, though, if it is whatever got awoken on the island when that thing, when the
Mhm.
blue light happened, and we are getting closer to places they don't want us to be, it could be getting angrier.
And while y'all are having this discussion,
I'm gonna make sure we keep moving. Yeah.
looking around, you can see that some of the trees, their leaves are slightly tilting upward in a way, and you hear thunder in the
Rain.
distance.
Okay. But, well, I guess there is one other thing that could make big noise in the ground, and I go over to my. Well, I guess I've already gotten my staff back at this point. I was gonna say I revert my staff from the tree to a staff again.
Yeah, you did that before
Okay.
because
Mhm.
we're worried about people falling out. We discussed that and all that.
Yep.
So that would have made some ground noise because the roots coming out of the ground. So, yeah, I guess let's just.
That
keep
wasn't
going
4
then.
days ago. That wasn't 4 days ago, though.
No, I'm just saying if movement were to attract this thing, then that would have been significant movement.
True.
And around you in that short area that you can hear Meteor, you just hear a slow chanting building up saying, drink, drink, drink,
Drink?
drink.
What?
Uh,
Who says that?
all around you in about 10-foot radius.
They're waiting
Oh,
to chug the rainwater.
Is it the grass?
Yeah, you hear little squeaks from the grass that are shouting, drink, drink.
Oh my gosh, let's leave. Let's leave. This is gonna be annoying.
Mm.
So the thunder rolls. So y'all discussed what's the plan.
I think we're gonna get in the
We're just
carriage
gonna
and
keep
go.
moving, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you get in the carriage and move. After a few hours, the rain hits. It is pouring down. It is a downpour. It is not a light drizzle, but it
No, it's
is
not.
very wet.
Are
I'm
we in a
using
covered
Storm
wagon?
Guide.
So what are you going to do?
If it's raining, I can cause an action. I can use an action to cause the rain to stop falling in a 20-foot radius.
Hey, so it is a downpour all around you, just not immediately over you.
Yep.
That should
Is
be
that
large
persistent,
enough.
or do you have to use an action every?
I have
6
to end it
seconds.
as a bonus action.
Oh,
So
cool.
that effect happens until I end it.
So it does stop the rain from raining down on you. It, however, does not stop the rain from making the ground muddy. So you have to slow down a little bit, not just because of the road getting muddier and making the wagon harder to move, but also because seeing through the rain with how intense it's been, you can't see very far. So trying to keep your lookouts and everything else around, you have to concentrate a lot more and take things a lot more closely.
Yes.
However, if you just want to charge through, you can continue your movement, but there might be some issues. So,
Well,
what
I
would you
can
like to
do.
do?
Storm Guide is two parts.
Hmm.
The first part is the rain. The second part is if it's windy.
Okay.
The rain thing is an action, the wind is a bonus action.
Okay.
If there is wind, I can change the direction that the wind blows in a 100-foot radius sphere.
There's definitely a little bit of wind with the rain.
So, can I change the direction of the wind to change the weather in front of us such that we have a clearer sight?
You certainly can. Can
That
you
we were
give
just
me?
contending with the mud?
Yeah. Can you give me an intelligence save with a advantage? The save is the same as the bonus. It's just normal. Alrighty, you can certainly do that. You can make it so that you can see maybe 50 more feet in front than just the 20 that was down. And as you so choose, you can angle that around by your own ability, like you would a hooded lantern. So whichever direction you're looking or want to look, you can see that distance to make it easier. But it is very directional.
I want to point out that was 2 natural 20s in a row. I'm going to be useless in the next combat.
What
Welcome back, Meteor.
what happened?
I use part of my Storm Guide ability because it's two parts, it's rain and wind,
Uh-huh.
to redirect the wind in front of us so that we had a clearer view in front of us.
Ooh.
And I
Yeah,
had to do
she's
an
currently got a
intelligence
fan
save.
blowing forward.
Yeah, I had to do an intelligence check, which he had me do as a save, to make sure that I knew which way to put the wind. And I rolled a nat 20. So
I think you know.
that's
Hey,
that's 2 nat 20s.
so
He
you're
is our storm
traveling.
goddess.
Yeah, you're traveling through this. You're able to speed up some, but the mud is still definitely causing some issue. Not as much as it would have been if you couldn't actually see, like to avoid this rock that you
Mm-hmm.
could have just rolled over or something like that. That probably would have broken an axle here or there if you weren't being careful.
Yeah, I can't do
So
anything about the mud, unfortunately.
yeah, poor mud. So you're traveling through this storm that's coming down, and around you, you hear lightning striking uh, with some, you know, vibrance. It is rather close. There are some far, but it's really hitting more than like a normal heavy storm would. This is more along the lines of like a tropical heavy storm or something that would have come in to cause this amount of lightning. It's that equivalency. Uh, all the trees are happy for the rain, except for that one over there that looks like it's been split in two.
Hmm.
Other than that, nothing really goes on for this day except the rain is constantly coming down. You do,
And
however, make it closer to Farrington.
our horses are very comfortably cantering in the eye of a storm, effectively, that I've created here.
Uh huh. The
Mhm.
occasional lightning bolt does jump them some, but they're trained enough and been around with you all for adventures and stuff. They can handle a little bit of stormage. If a tornado comes through, can't guarantee it, but rain and rain and lightning, all good. Bannock, Nihon,
Yeah, what's up?
can you please give me a will save?
A what
Thank
save?
Will, or wisdom? You want to
Will,
do wisdom for Will?
wisdom. Dang it, sorry, I'm pulling back to
That's okay. Power of
third
Will is
edition.
typically wisdom.
Yeah, I was like, what's a will save?
It's fine. I knew what you
Th-
meant.
Thank you, Nihon.
Power of Will Smith?
The power of will compels you. Okay, you all
Okay.
travel more. Uh, you've put in as much as you think you can for now. You're starting to get tired. With Mistral's assistance in keeping the rain mostly at bay and making it easy to see, you almost traveled as if it was a normal day. So you have traveled quite well, quite far for the day. In the distance, occasionally you can hear rumbles that don't quite sound like thunder rolling through, and loud bangs of metal that are just barely heard over the downpour of the rain surrounding, almost as if it's echoing along the ground
I
and
swear
through
to
the
God, this is what
trees.
I think it is.
What do you think it is?
I'm trying not to
I'm
think
not
it
gonna
into
say anything. I'm
existence.
not gonna say
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, don't manifest it, man.
Continue your continue your machinations here, Dungeon Master.
Yeah, I was gonna
She,
ask if the storm was still going, so that answers my
the
question.
storm is still going. Uh, by your estimation, since you can't really see the stars well or anything like that, you would say you're probably a little over half a day's travel to where Farrington is supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay.
So you should hopefully get there tomorrow if all goes well, which we all know everything will go well, right?
I mean, if it doesn't, I'll just teleport us closer. It's fine.
And as you're starting to get tired and settle down, what will y'all do for the night in this downpour?
I spawn my tree.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we have a way to create cover so that I don't have to try to control the wind at all hours of the night, that'd be advisable. I do have to sleep at some point.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Meteor spawns his tree. This big towering tree that's easily taller than any of the other trees here in the forest springs up from his staff.
I hope it doesn't get struck by lightning.
It is 60 feet tall.
Shh, banana, shh. Ruining all my fun. But yes, big tree springs up.
Sadly, I don't
Uh,
think any of us have the fancy tiny hut
Nope.
or dome like last campaign at this point.
so are you going to make camp beneath the tree or in the tree?
I feel
Oh.
like being in the tree might not be quite as safe from the lightning, but would possibly be safer from whatever's rumbling. So,
I'll be on one of the lower branches of the tree.
You can
yeah.
also be out of range of your 20 feet.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to drop the storm guide effect to sleep regardless.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I can't continue that while I'm unconscious.
No.
So, the idea was to get a little bit of cover before we rested so that I could kind of ease the rain back in.
The tree is easily big enough and wide enough at points to be able to get a semi camp like consistency beneath it, but you would have to be pretty close to the trunk. Because this rain is really coming down, and with you no longer controlling the wind as well, it's going to whip in ever so often and then
Mhm.
away. Strong gust here and there, but not something constant, so you don't have to worry about constantly keeping it at bay.
Right.
Too bad there wasn't like an opening at the base of the tree where you could like sneak in for shelter.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but doesn't quite work that way.
Nope. So y'all setting up. What's the watches look like? What are y'all gonna do for food?
I'll take first watch.
I mean, we have rations,
Okay.
And we can,
so
we'll do rations.
we have rations. I have jars of beads of nourishment. So,
Alrighty. So y'all set up for the night, and the order is coal, then
I would
then
probably
I'll go.
depending on when the storm looks like it's going to be at its worst, I'd want to be on watch at that point.
okay.
If we have any indication that it's going to pick up.
You know a lot about storms, and you do have your storm caller stuff. So you could probably guesstimate from how the rain is coming down and how the wind has been, and previous experience, and how long it took for the storm to get here, that this storm is probably going to last through the night. And so probably about midnight would be the strongest point of the storm,
Okay,
which
so
would
I'll want to
be
be
like
on watch at that point,
okay,
whenever that falls into the watch schedule.
yep, that'd be like second or third watch around the
Okay.
place. Okay, so Bannock, you wanted to go second.
Yeah, I'll go second.
Alrighty, so that'll cover until early
I guess
morning.
I guess that I thought Mistral wanted to be up for
He said second or
the
third,
beat.
so if he wants to do second, then I would be third. Would be
Yeah,
how
right
that would
around
work. Okay.
midnightish. She'd wake up a little bit during Bannock's watch and take over from there.
Yeah, and Bannock can always shake me awake earlier if it gets real bad.
Yeah, I could do that.
Bannock knows
So
me well enough to be able to shake me awake without getting a lightning bolt to the face.
everyone settles in for their sleeping and trancing and relaxing and basketballing and all that fun stuff.
Basketball.
Cole, through the night, even normally when it's out raining and stuff like that, you could look down and see worms crawling up out of the ground,
Oh, so there's some
stuff like
animals.
that. I said normally.
Oh, okay.
So you pointedly notice that that is not occurring.
Okay.
Normally, in a heavy downpour like this, worms would come up to keep from drowning, and you see none coming up and about. You don't even hear the occasional toad or frog that you might normally hear that has come out of hiding for the dampness in the air. You still hear no signs of life other than you and the plants around. Which thankfully your ability wore off, so you're no longer hearing them
Thank
screaming for
goodness.
joy.
Firedale,
Yes.
we didn't really get a chance to talk about what we would do before we fully went to sleep.
Okay.
So
If there's anything else, go
I
ahead.
did want to note that I would have checked the archivist notebook for any updates from Elsbeth before going to bed.
There are no known or no new discoveries, investigations, or anything for today.
There's just a little line that says nothing to report.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a line in there saying that they've started to work on returning the children's to their home, but it will take some time to set up the travel for that and getting word to the parents to either come and get them or to send the child back. So nothing new
Okay.
to report.
Okay. Cool.
They're sending the child back. This child's a little undercooked. He needs a little bit more time in the oven.
Oh
Anybody
Lord.
else have anything they want to do before we set up for sleep, just in case? I did skip over it because I'm used to nothing happening.
No, I'm
Nope.
good.
That was the
Okay.
major thing.
So yes, so Cole, you notice the lack of things that would normally happen during a storm like this.
Okay.
Uh, as it's starting to get close to your time, uh, Bannock, you find yourself in a dream that you awaken, your eyes are open, you see what appears to be various bits of medical equipment that have been laid out on the table next to you. Uh, Looking, trying to move your arms or your legs, you feel them strapped to a table and you can't move. You're suddenly overset by panic that doesn't seem to be yours, but you are feeling this panic from this body you inhabit. Uh, Through a doorway to the side of the room, someone walks in that has a rather large monocle on their face. Uh, just looking at the monocle, you can see their eye like magnified, 30 times through it compared to, just looking through glass. And they go reach down and start to pick up some of these medical things and shaking them. Some look sharp, some look interestingly dull. There's some shears, things like that you can see. And beside it all, as you're watching this person pick these things up, there is a small, like, golden amulet that appears to be sun shaped, with that uh, like toothy look on the outside. It's round, has
Mm-hmm.
is gold colored. The front of it bears a symbol that you feel like you've seen before, but you can't quite place it. And you see this person walking close to you. They take the shears. You hear this body that you're inhabiting scream out in a language you don't understand. You hear a snip, your chest hurts, and you wake up right as Cole is leaning over you to wake you up.
Hey, your watch.
Yes.
Get up.
I'm getting up. I'm getting
I'm
up.
sleepy.
I know. I know. You're fine. You're fine.
You feel like you've just been stabbed in the chest, literally.
Mm-hmm.
The ache as if something has cut into your skin. That's a thing that you wake up to. Oh, I think something cut out. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was just making noises as though his chest was uncomfortably
Yes.
hurt.
Discord was being mean. Okay.
It's okay. You're fine.
Yeah. But looking down, there's no wound there. You do see a slight bit of redness, just as if something had been resting there or pressed there, or like someone had just like run their nail down your chest a little bit.
It was my knee.
But
Wake up.
but nothing, dangerous, or no blood, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not bleeding, but you might have gotten scraped.
So tell me what your thoughts are on that dream that you just had. What is Bannock thinking as he just wakes up?
Um, Not good thoughts. Not good thoughts. Some of it seems perhaps like you mentioned there's a vague familiarity with some of that.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
the symbols seemed familiar to you, but you couldn't quite place it.
couldn't quite place it or don't want to place it.
That would be a question.
That's a good question for myself. A little bit maybe a little trepidation with that, I think, probably.
Okay.
I think
I mean, it is
easy enough.
understandable.
Yeah. Scary.
Alrighty. So you take your
Just generally
watch.
feeling icky.
Yes.
Definitely a violated feeling.
Hmm.
So you take your watch, and beyond that feeling, just waking up and your thoughts to yourself, nothing happens during your watch, and it's time to wake Mistral up right around 11:45 in our time's sake. So
Okay. So I'll go and make my way over to Mistral and do the thing I know how to do best, which is wake her up without getting fried.
Yep.
five. That's her version of hitting the snooze button. She just zaps you with lightning.
Yep.
If I had an alarm clock, it would have been electrocuted many times over.
Yes.
So you awaken her. It is just you two awake for about the next 15 minutes. Anything to discuss, inquire, want to fix food or anything before you head to bed? Or you want to stay awake for now?
I'll probably fix some food and I guess I'll just sit down. We'll have a chance to talk with Mistral about things.
Okay.
I'll
Yes.
dig out the cleansing stone while he's fixing himself food and kind of set it between us.
Nice and clean.
Mistral,
Yep.
do you think she exists?
Well,
This, this should not. No. Why am I even thinking this? Why? Why? Why am I thinking this? Why? Why am I? Why am I worried about this? This was.
I'm gonna
We're
put my hand on
we're
his shoulder very carefully.
we know. We know.
We do.
Look, I know more than you at this point. I swear. God's bless me. I swear that I thought this was something I wouldn't want to worry about, but this there's too the pain is still there. It's still always been there. I don't understand it. It
I'm gonna
should not be a thing.
I'm gonna gently place the cleansing stone in his hand and kind of let that wash over you and kind of be
Yeah.
calming.
God, God, if you know, I thought if you only knew, you would understand even better. But it's just better that you don't don't know everything because there's it's too much.
You're allowed your
Just
secrets, but if you do start to feel buried under them, I am here to listen.
I get that. It's not that you know. It's not that I wouldn't, but it's this burden. The burden is just like it's not for you to bear.
Bannock,
Yeah, I know.
I promise you, I can take care of myself.
I know. You always have. That's why we always work so well together. But some things are just hard in life.
Well, if it ever gets too difficult to bear, I am here.
Thank you. I, you know, you know me. I am stubborn. I will be stubborn to the day I stubborn, maybe slightly vain in some regards, but stubborn
It's
to
one
the
of my
day I
favorite
die.
things about you. Yeah.
Thank you. Ah, but there are many things, and having to learn too. And I kind of look over, and I kind of see everyone else sleeping. Having to learn to make myself more vulnerable has been hard, but it has been worth it.
It has. This motley crew of ours have left their mark in more ways than one.
You can say that again. If I had $1 for every time Cole just made me want to punch him until I realized that he was much bigger than me and much stronger.
Cole sits up and jumps out of the tree and walks off to the side. And you just hear some water and then climbs back up the tree.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yep.
Ah, what a crew. What a crew these are. But
Yes.
Is it
It's
still
been an
raining?
adjustment.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it is still raining.
But
So
I
that's
wonder.
impressive that you heard the water.
Mhm. But I wonder though. Do you think things are not as how do I say this? Final as we thought, or as I thought.
I am starting to feel that way, yes.
It would not be good. It would be very bad. And I kind of look over. I look kind of back over at everyone. It would be very bad for all of them.
And
All we
as
can
you're here
do is.
talking,
Mhm.
as you're here talking and having this heart to heart, and as you look at them and say, it would be very bad for all of them, you both just suddenly get this sinking feeling in your stomach that's just deep there, like a deep dread or something like that, very reminiscent of what happened a few days ago. Very unpleasant. You actually hear Cole, who just went back upstairs after his urination break. Cole, you get this feeling in the depth of your stomach too, and it's enough to stop you just slightly as you were about to fall back to sleep.
What's that?
But then it passes almost as quickly as it set in. No more dread, just that feeling lingering there of having felt that. And
What
it's
was that?
midnight.
Yep.
It's midnight.
Yeah. So while we were chatting, while that was going on,
Oh,
Mistral
it's
would
fine.
have mainly just continued with, probably in response to what Bannock was saying, to try to ease his mind a little so that he could get some sleep, is the most we can do is take things as they happen, and we'll do what we can to keep them safe.
We will. We will. And
Rest.
so
I've got this.
I give Michelle a hug, kind of pat on the head, and be like, "Of course you do. You've always had it."
Such good compatriots.
And I kind of like
Pat on
slowly
head.
make my way over to where I'm sleeping and tuck myself in as I'm kind of like drifting there, kind of like looking off into the distance at all of them, just kind of like softly to myself. The sins of the past always catch up with us, don't they?
Mistral is going to very subtly ease up the rain near where Bannock is.
Okay. A little bit less rain, or are you going to completely open it?
Well, I've imagined that since I've bedded down, I've not been blocking the rain at all.
Not while you've been asleep, but now you're awake.
Yeah, so now that I'm awake, I'll let it be off of Bannock a little bit and off of myself just a little, but I'll probably let some of it still hit me, just like more gently.
hmm So you're going to enjoy a little bit
Enjoy
of
the
rain, but
storm. Yeah, I
not the
like to.
downpour.
I don't mind being in the storm,
It's the best place
but
to dance.
if I can help my friend feel a little bit more comfortable and help him get to sleep a little bit more easily, I'm going to do that.
Okay, that sounds good. Nihon Bannock,
Yep.
please give me a wisdom save. Thank you. You feel at ease as you're falling asleep. Beyond that, and having felt that feeling, the night passes without any further incident. The storm just barely, right as you're waking up in the morning around 5 or 6, has just left, and there's a nice rainbow that's out and very pristine looking as the storm travels to the west, leaving the area wet and muddy, the trees dripping, but otherwise the air is, as dry as it can be just after a rain. You still have that smell. Your tree did not get struck by lightning.
Yay! I
I
revert the
was ready
tree.
for it. I was ready for it. I was waiting.
I wake up and revert the tree.
Okay.
And then do we get like a downpour of water all over us because suddenly the tree's just gone?
Probably.
Actually, yes.
I mean, assuming I'm conscious, I would have kept the rain
Yeah.
off of us as soon as I was awake and aware.
Yeah, so
But in
Was
that
air, like,
interval,
still in the
yes, we
tree?
probably got drenched for a moment, and that's how I woke up.
I would have been
Erlen
We'll say
sitting
that.
underneath today.
underneath? Okay. So you would have gotten the brunt of the water.
Yeah, you know, this
Wake
tree
up,
had built
Erlen.
up all this water that was up in the leaves and everything, and suddenly no more tree. Water has to go somewhere.
Hmm.
So you are awoken with a splash.
I'll just shake off and I'll be like, "You could have warned me."
I'm going to
Hmm.
hold out the cleansing stone.
Yep. Everybody sits
Like,
down
Get rid
on
of
the
the mud at
ground.
stone
least.
and
You know, you stand up, you feel the mud on your boots and everything else. You know, that water really churned up the dirt and everything here. So it's very muddy, especially
You,
on the road.
you know, just as a funny, uh, technically, rules is written on this. Only creatures in the tree fall when it reverts to a staff. The water
Uh,
stays there.
Even
yeah, I'm
worse.
going to overrule that.
It would still fall down. Gravity will still take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
So you awaken. The storm has just passed. You can still hear the thunder and the rain moving away. Uh, and I would like everybody, if you would, please give me a perception check.
Oh, is sleepy.
Oh, nice. Marilyn's got this.
Okay.
I just noticed
Marilyn.
something I'm gonna have to fix. When I
Uh-oh.
click on things, it doesn't give me the pop-up.
Uh,
Well, you got a 25, so.
Marilyn.
Yes.
Looking over at the storm that just passed by, and cloud far up in the sky looks more humanoid in shape than you think clouds should. And it's moving on, and then eventually the clouds kind of disperse behind it.
Huh?
Do I see
Whoa.
this too, or is it just Erlen?
Just Arlen.
Okay.
Can you
What you
repeat
looking
that?
at?
Because I just
Your
got confused.
Clouds
The clouds
falling?
were humanoid.
One of the clouds high up above the storm, a very large cloud, looked very humanoid. You could almost make out arms, a head, not really a nose or a face, but you could see the shape of this, the arms, the back, even the start of the buttocks and down the leg. And just as you're getting, a good view and making this out, more clouds move in front of it and it's hidden again.
Is it
My
a cloud
God.
giant?
Oh my God! It's Man Cloud.
Yeah, someone more versed in elemental creatures may have had a chance of recognizing that.
It just really seems very stand out to you because it wasn't just the, seeing a shape that looks like a dog in the clouds. To you, this was very humanoid
This
shaped.
this was a person shaped out of a cloud on top of a cloud.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I'm losing
What you
it.
looking at?
I think I just seen a person in the clouds.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Explain?
All I see
It
is
looked like
clouds.
a person made of clouds in the clouds.
See,
Mishkal's gonna trade a
see a
look with
duck.
Bannock.
I just see one that looks like a duck.
Mishkal's
Bannock is
gonna
gonna
look
look.
over at Bannock in alarm.
Yeah, Bannock's
Cole,
gonna.
you look like a duck.
Bannock like walks over to Erlen and
I
just
look
kind of
like a
like
monkey. What-
he like
Maybe you
gets
are
down to
crazy.
her level, like so he's at like her eye level, and he just
And
kind
I'm
of
still
like
looking up.
right, and he just kind of like is looking in her eyes real quick and just making sure. And he's like, doesn't seem to be charmed or anything like that.
That one over there looks like a cheeseburger.
DM, does that description ring any bells?
Thank you, Cole.
Which description? Because I heard two.
Cheeseburger.
Not the
Erlen's
cheeseburger.
description. Erlen's.
Somewhat based on the fact that it was stormy and clouds. Definitely the idea of like a cloud giant or a storm giant is the closest that you could probably
So
place.
right when I said cloud giant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just
with
keeping my
as-
mouth shut until we got confirmation.
with as much lightning and thunder, that's kind of why you have the idea that it might be one or the other
Mm-hmm.
without really, having set eyes on it yourself. You can't
Yeah.
really specifically. But those are definitely two things that pop into your head with that description.
That one looks like
Great.
a bunny. I'm hungry.
So I'm just
as
going
and
to
as Bannock finishes looking at Erlen to check her out, he walks over to Cole and does the same thing. He's like, "No, not charmed, just not the brightest."
I'm gonna prestidigitation
You're not
a little
sure.
bitty
Were
illusory
you
image.
saying I'm not bright?
I'm
Not
gonna
you.
I'm
prestidigitation.
listening. Go ahead, Fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna prestidigitation a illusory image that fits in my hand of approximately what a cloud giant would look like. Just from what I remember, what I know from my reading.
Erlen, give me an intelligence check.
Check.
Yes,
Not save.
correct.
It can be a save if you want.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, it didn't go over. There you go. Nat did.
From what you could see from the distance that you saw it and seeing it on profile and all that, and not having been closer, uh, as far as you can tell, what Mistral has in her hand is the same thing comparatively.
I used
Yeah,
Druidcraft to
Kind of looks
determine
like
the weather for the next 24 hours.
what I've seen. I was just starting to get a good look, and then the clouds covered.
Well, good news. If that's what you saw, you are not losing. But we should keep moving.
Also, how do I fix it so we get the pop-up again with Beyond 20?
Which one? The dice?
Yeah, whenever I click, it just goes through. I don't get the chance to choose advantage or whatever. How do I get that back?
Oh, to do advantage or disadvantage, it's either shift or control.
No, there's a way that it pops up automatically.
You'd have to go into the Beyond 20 settings there and have it to check ask every time, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Where is that, though, is the question.
That'll be in the extension settings, generally.
I'm looking. I can't find it, is what I'm saying.
One moment.
Give me a
Let me look at
moment.
my character. I'm trying to figure out if it's in the extension settings or in the actual character thing for Beyond 20.
Okay, so in Beyond 20, in the extension, so you're gonna, when you click on your extension, you click on your hamburger menu next to Beyond 20, you go to options. You'll see type of roll, advantage / disadvantage.
Hamburger menu?
The three
lines.
squares. Yeah, the three vertical squares.
Where?
Yep.
So are you in Chrome? Or are you in something else?
Firefox, but
Okay. Either way, it should be in your extension options for Beyond 20.
Go to tools and extensions
Okay.
and themes.
Yeah. When you do
Mhm.
options, you got a window with a whole bunch of things, right? You have whisper
I
rolls,
get the-
DM, whisper monster rolls, type of roll.
and then use D&D Beyond dice and all that. Yeah, I'm on that page.
Okay, so where it says type of roll, click on that drop down menu. Because it probably says normal roll right now.
Oh, ask every time.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you. We're good.
Yep.
Now, when you do it, it should pop up and ask.
Can I test?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna test with a medicine. Yes, it rolls. Okay. He's back.
Yay!
Very good.
Cole,
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
What's the weather?
in your vision, you see a little bitty, like a gray fluff appear, and a single drop of water fall from its bottom.
Light rain. It's gonna rain some more today.
I love rain.
My wings don't like it, but it's okay otherwise. Wet feathers are not fun.
Is Banana still fairly wet? Are you still?
Unless you use the cleansing stone, pretty damp. I mean,
No, I used the cleansing stone.
you did bring it out
I
for
grabbed it and
everybody.
used it.
Mhm. I'll also press to digitation to warm her up really quickly.
Feathers are not fun when they're wet.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I'll do like a bunch of little bitty puffs of wind at her feathers to kind of fluff them a
Dry
little
them
bit
out
better.
a little.
Yeah.
Mistral, your own personal blow dryer.
I'll be shaking them.
Hey, I've got enough practice doing it for Bannock.
Got to make the cape flow.
Always. Not everybody has the fancy billowing cape.
So y'all fix, get dry while there's no rain. Cole has predicted rain in this location, within the next 24 hours.
Hey, Erilyn,
Yeah?
you should send a message to Elsbeth and let her know about it being devoid of life here.
Well, we're going to make it to Farrington, aren't we? So
Well,
I'd
yeah,
rather
and
let her know when we
well-
met.
Oh, after we've met with the courier as well, pass both information
Yeah,
pieces along.
that courier has the package and is on his way
Okay.
back to her.
That's
I
fair.
thought that would be the better.
Do we know how close we
We're
are?
half a
are we
day from
within
Farrington.
Half a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We'll get there
Oh,
today.
yeah, then that works.
yeah, you're several miles out, but you could easily get there, like within the next 5 or 6 hours.
Let me know when we're within
Awesome.
sight of it.
Okay. Well, you can definitely already see bits of smoke in the distance, and now that the rain is gone, you can occasionally hear like a very loud metallic clang that kind of vibrates through the trees and along the ground,
Okay.
and all this
Smoke
stuff.
man!
Like somebody's working on hammers and anvils.
Yeah, but this is a very singular, extremely ground thuddy clang.
Clang.
Yeah.
Is there a
And it's
world
pretty
anvil?
rhythmic,
Let's go.
like once every 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Maybe a bell?
So y'all ready to go, Cole?
Yeah.
Cole is
I
ready
am.
on this. So y'all set out. Things are going fine. You're getting closer and closer. You can actually start to see built on the side of this mountain as you crest a hill. You can see various buildings. Many of them have flat tops instead of sloped roofs. Uh, they seem to be made of wood, as far as you can see in the distance, that have metal banding around them. Some others you see that they appear to be built directly into the rock. The road here that was muddy as it is, you can see that it starts to give way to actual, like, paving, very, like bricks, but stones on the road here, as if the road has been paved with bricks. They are granite-y, that kind of sheen and look. They're not super dark, but they are gray. They're rocks. And your travel gets considerably easier now that you're no longer traveling on a muddy, rutted road. You get closer, about a mile out, everybody gets this sensation of, you're finally about to get where you need to go. It's very pulling to you, and I don't know how else to describe it. You're
Okay.
just very happy to see the place.
Feels right that we're here.
Right. It just feels good and great and all that fun stuff. So you travel a little bit further and you make it to the gates. This town, while built into the mountain, does have a lower level. Outside this lower level is a wall that seems to be made of the same type of stone that the road is made from. And there is a large metallic bronze looking gate just behind it. You can hear clanging and sounds of hammers going and the occasional whoosh. And now that you're very close, you can see the occasional wisp of steam uh, floating up above the wall. Uh, you can hear something that sounds like it's boiling.
Quenching of metal?
Do you know how a rolling boil of like a cauldron would sound, or a very
Yes.
big pot?
Uh huh.
Yes.
That type of boil, really big boiling sound. It has gotten considerably warmer as you've gotten here. The air seems a lot drier, much more so than it would probably normally be just after a storm. But the air seems very dry. It's kind of drying out your sinuses a little bit. There's no one to greet you at the gate, and there's a door in the gate, about human size, maybe a little bigger, that you can walk through. There's also a slightly larger gate that is wide open, that is almost perfect size for a large carriage, which your all isn't super big, so easily able to go in.
Okay.
So you have made it to Farrington. So what shall you all do while you are outside this gate?
Well,
I think first thing
It-
is teleportation circle.
I was gonna say look for whoever's in charge of the town, which would lend itself to teleportation circle typically.
Yep.
They would
Is,
know where it was.
is there like a? I assume there's like a big wall. Like, is there like a place where people would stand to defend the town, or?
Not from where you can see on this side of the wall. You can definitely see from the gate that's in between that the wall is quite a bit thicker than the gate itself. So you can probably assume that there is a place on top of the wall for people to be in cases of defense.
Okay.
Does the town look fairly active where we
Uh,
are? Are there people on the streets?
you can see people walking by the gate beyond it, going about their business. You don't really see anybody leaving the gate, anything like that, but you can see movement. You can hear voices and chatter, echoing over the wall. The wall isn't huge, but it is, tall. I'd say like maybe a story or two stories.
I'm gonna
Okay.
climb the wall.
Well, I mean, the gate's open. We can just go through.
I know. I'm gonna climb up the wall, see if anyone's up
Fair
there.
enough. All right.
Okay. Cole latches onto this wall. Cole, do you have a climb speed?
I do.
We're
Okay.
about, do you want me to just roll for initiative right now?
We can still deny knowing him. It's fine.
So, Cole, you climb this wall. Peeking over the top of it, you see a very bustling, best described as mining town, except maybe not normal for the technology of the Aryan day. You see various metal and stone pipes, some of them leaking a small amount of steam, that are run along the top of this wall. There is space on top of the wall to stand. You can see inside. Uh, you do see people there. Normally what you would see of a mining and smithing town.
Is
And when you go ahead,
is there anyone on the wall itself?
you do not see anyone on the wall at this time.
Okay.
So they're not
You
on high alert defense.
peeking over the top, you feel a humongous clang, like
Ooh.
right in your chest. You can feel the sound. If you've ever stood in front of speakers, you might kind of
Uh-huh.
have an idea of what I'm talking about. Uh, Being up on top of this wall, and it echoes all around the town. Nobody seems to really pay it any mind or anything like that. You can see houses down and about. There is a very prominent building kind of
That was the next thing I was
somewhat
going to
in the
ask.
center. So that's what you see.
Okay. I'm going to jump down.
Which side?
Back towards the cart.
Okay. Cole glides down back to the cart.
There's a big tower in the center of the city. I'd say we head there.
Very well. I believe we have a couple of things to accomplish when we're in town, so let's go head on in, shall we?
Yep. I was hoping someone would be up there, so I could ask them who the boss is.
That
Oh,
might have
you
been a
may.
good way to get yourself accosted by the guards.
Well, I just jumped down.
All right. So
I'm going to make sure that our cart goes into town.
I am very glad you had a plan.
I
I
did.
say very sarcastically.
of all
It was a good
times,
plan.
okay, you head through the gate. The moment you feel, or at that moment, you feel that sinking in the pit of your stomach again as you're passing through the gate. It only lasts an instant and then it's gone, but you definitely felt it. Uh, People inside, occasionally you get the random person that waves at you and carries on about their business and stuff. You can hear some smiths hawking their wares. You can see that the majority of people that are here and moving around appear to be dwarves. There are some humans and various other races, but it's definitely dwarf heavy. And from the gate to the center of town, you can see a rather large building, and on this building is a big bronze emblazoned symbol that appears to be a hammer in an odd shape, like two triangles on each side instead of being a rectangular hammer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a cudgel type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to look up what a cudgel is.
Yeah, with the pointy ends of the triangle towards the middle where they'd be fastened together.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, much
Mm-hmm.
more a stylistic fighting hammer, I guess, so
Yeah.
to speak. So this is what you see from the entrance. So what would you like to do? There are many storefronts that you can see around here. A few of them are written in Dwarven with another sign hanging down below written in Common. You see jewel crafters, you see weaponsmiths, armor smiths. Each one seems to have a specialty based on the sign. Like one sign might specifically have a rock hanging from it that appears to be an iron ore, and another might be silver, and the sign would show like a bracelet or a necklace, things like that.
Mistral would like to be particularly looking for any sign of Elsbeth's career.
Alrighty. Do,
I
since
forget
you
what we
don't
wanted
know,
to do here.
We wanted gems, we wanted armor.
Mhm.
Particularly looking for like enchanted armor or weapons.
Mistral wanted to look for an item she could carve a symbol of a certain plane into.
Yes, I was looking for something I could carve into, and also we were looking for the teleportation circle, as well as Elsbeth's courier.
Weren't you looking for a ring of protection as well?
Yeah.
Meteor?
Yeah. Ring or cloak.
Yeah, we were looking for jewelry and armor and gem type things, which would be more common here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very
then some
much so.
people were looking for actual armor.
Well,
and weaponry.
if you can, as a single group, can you please give me a perception check?
All of us?
Yes.
22.
19.
22.
Yay! Twinsies.
Yeah, that's plenty enough. You don't
Well,
even
not
have to
Erlen.
worry about rolling for air for.
I mean, I
Adeline.
can. I
Erlen
have
got
her, I have her
22.
feet
Or
up
not
still.
Erlen, Adeline.
Adeline,
12.
yep.
Adeline has a 12.
So since the signs here are
Adeline's
about
sleeping.
that pretty much show, where specifics and things like that, it's not hard to find specific places that you're looking for. Excuse me. Sorry for that. I tried to mute, but I didn't make it in time. So what specifics would we like to check on first?
I want to find the teleportation circle and possibly the courier.
Teleportation circle won't be too hard to figure out. We'll go to the biggest building in town and ask around there. That's not
There are
difficult.
bigger buildings
Probably.
up on the side of the mountain, obviously foundries or something like that. But there is
We can
a
also
very prominent building right in the middle of town.
we can also ask literally any of the shops we go to.
Yeah.
Like that's not a hard thing to find.
Yeah, so just on the way to that, if we see a like magic shop or something like that, or a weapon shop.
Or a gem cutter.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Can somebody please roll me a D100?
Got this. 45.
Okay, you find one on the side of the street that appears to be specifically for gems and gem-like things. Stepping into the
Gems?
room,
I was looking for one for gyms.
JIMS is not available.
Oh.
Stepping into the room, you see, strangely enough, not a dwarf, but a human standing behind the counter here. He's picking his nose as you walk in, and doesn't seem to stop as he's looking elsewhere. All around, though, you do see very beautiful cut and uncut gems. None of them have prices. You also can easily make out some pieces that are either very, very good cut gems or glass. It's hard to tell without closer inspection. There is some, uh, what's the word? Jewelry here as well.
There are some set gems.
Yes. So, as you're looking around after a minute of noticing what all is here, the gentleman behind the counter finally notices you and immediately hides his hand
How's it taste?
and wipes his jeans. He's not dressed particularly exotically or exquisitely. He just looks like, a regular worker. He's wearing overalls. He's wearing a white arm shredded shirt where the tips of the arms aren't quite threaded right.
And then he speaks up in a high pitched and squeaky voice. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Like, are you 12?
He does speak up, and he actually has a very voice as if he just hit puberty. His voice is cracking as he speaks, and so he does say, "Hello, how are you? What can I do for you? I'm sorry the master's out at the moment, but I can sell you something.
Nailed it.
I can I can and he thinks to himself, I can and he keeps repeating that I can take special orders. Uh what else was it that he said I can do? Oh, I'm not allowed to make anything, but I can say you what's here.
Are you
He
allowed
seems
to
go ahead.
are you allowed to provide powdered gems?
Oh, certainly, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing that he does trust me to do. He said I can't be around the hammer, but I can be around the mortar.
Okay.
I cast
Don't
guidance
know
on
Did
why.
you
Mistral.
hammer your own hand?
He hides one hand behind the other and he said, I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Mistral, you have a D4 on your next check.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
So he has wares. Are y'all looking for anything specific?
Can you
If
sell
so,
me this
tell me what
diamond
it
for
is.
1 gold?
Uh, he looks at it and he pulls out what appears to be a ledger of some type and flips through it and then looks where the shelf was and he says, "Certainly." He looks very happy and ecstatic to offer that to you for that.
The diamond?
Yeah, the thing that you just picked up
Don't
off the
think
shelf.
it's a
Yeah.
diamond.
It's not a diamond.
Is this a diamond?
No.
He's gonna tell you yes.
I put it back down.
He looks rather saddened at that. And I swear he was going to praise me too. Or, sorry. Anything else I can help you with?
Uh,
Can I look and see if I can find one that should be worth about 500 gold for Ray's dead?
You certainly can. If you would please roll
Perception?
100 for me.
I was
Let's see
hoping
how
for
good this shop
perception.
is.
My guess is not very good.
No, this shop seems perfectly fine. And you do actually find a shelf that is labeled diamonds. Again, there's no prices on them. Uh, so you could look through and say, how much is this for that? He would have to come over and actually open it. All the glass pieces are just laid out in the open.
I am keeping an eye out in particular for diamond dust and silver dust, powdered silver.
Uh, do you want to bring it up or mention it?
I mean, I'll just kind of look and see if I can
I
see
mean, she
any
kind of already did.
around while they're doing that. Yeah, I asked if he was able to powder things if he didn't have any
Oh,
available.
oh yeah. Yeah, he can offer that to you, that service. You would have to buy the diamond first. He's not allowed to sell
Of
it.
course, I just didn't know if they had any that were already pre-crushed. That's all.
You look around and see none that are pre-crushed.
Okay.
You do see some diamond chips that are very tiny, but I wouldn't really call them dust. It looks like the
Dust.
offcuts of where they have, uh, you know, chipped and cut diamonds. There's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, so there's three things in particular that I'd be looking for
Okay.
in dust or crushed or semi-infused form.
Okay.
And that would be powdered silver, so silver powder, diamond dust, which is going to be more useful for Banana, but I don't think she's realized yet. Um,
No, it's on my list.
okay, good. Making sure you're covered. And
I'm just trying to
chalks
remember
and
what it's
inks
for.
infused with precious gems.
What was that last one?
Chalks and inks infused with precious gems.
Okay. Those I don't have, uh, but
That is
there
the
is someone in
teleportation
town.
circle component. Yeah.
There is someone in town that you may be able to speak to concerning that. That sounds like it's a lot more of the arcane side of things.
Kind of, yes.
and he directs you to this shop.
Okay.
Name will come up later.
What is my diamond
Okay.
dust for again? I forget.
Rate of restoration.
Greater restoration. Yes, thank
The
you.
the offcuts of diamonds is what he's allowed to grind up as you need, and he can do up to 1,000 gold worth at this time.
That would 100 gold pieces worth is what's needed for one greater restoration cast.
Yep.
So as far as diamond dust goes, he currently has
Has
upon
1,000.
request 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust. Knowing magic as you do, Erilyn, you can pretty much somewhat eye the size of diamond that you would be looking for, and you see that they do have two there that are worth at least 500.
Okay, I would like to take the two that are worth 500, but can I? Do they look real?
As far as diamonds look, really, yeah. I mean, he attests to it. He says, "I'm not going to lie to you about this. I'd get fired."
His master would not be pleased when he returned.
Very much so.
I
I
don't
would
know. I feel sketchy by him.
I'll ask him
He's a
for
kid.
25 gold pieces worth of silver powder.
Okay, now that I'll have to go in the back because that's with the jewelry stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I can do that if you give me just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens up a door right behind the counter. And occasionally, he walks through the store and he turns back around and peeks back out the door to look at you all, and then heads
Yep.
further into the room and then turns his head back around to look through the door as if he's keeping an eye
Make
on
sure
you.
we're not trying to steal anything.
No, I'm gonna pay him.
So you hear some somewhat sanding sounds that sounds like sandpaper rubbing on stuff, all of that fun stuff. You hear a mortar and pestle going. You hear a few curse words every now and then as he accidentally melts the silver from too much heat instead of just grinding it down. But he does come back out with that amount of silver dust.
Okay. I will pay him the 25 gold and acquire that silver powder.
What is this thing that I asked you about earlier?
It's one of our best polished pieces of glass. It's great for costume jewelry.
Oh,
I
Very
knew
good
it.
for festivities, and it's great if you want to give it to someone that you like but don't really love.
Okay, I
see.
think I want to take
Vanek
those
overhears that,
two.
and he's just like, "Hey Cole, guess what?
What?
Oh, nothing. Just
Hmm.
Well,
messing
now
with
you
him."
gotta be curious. What? No, don't do this to me again. What?
And Erlen, he will sell you the two diamonds for 500 if you trust him.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Alrighty. Every time he sells something, he pops out that little ledger that he has, and he scribbles an amount and like crosses out a part of the line that he was working on.
Do you have any diamonds that would be worth around 300 gold?
He tilts his head slightly and says, "Yes, you just bought two worth 500."
I I don't want to crush these. I'm looking for an additional one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's another, and he points to one that was near the 500 ones.
I would like that one, and can I get it crushed into dust, please?
Didn't you just say you didn't want it, Dust?
I don't want these two crushed into dust.
Oh, so you're just needing diamond dust?
Yes,
In
please.
addition to the 2 gems, yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
No, he takes some of the offcuts and crushes it for you to
Oh,
give you 300 gold worth of diamond dust.
okay.
As long as you know what amount you need, it's fine.
Yeah.
How much for this glass thingy?
That is 2 copper.
I give him a silver.
Are there any
And
His
take
pearls?
two
eyes
of them.
light up.
I take two of them and give him a silver.
his eyes still light up. I mean, he is ecstatic about that, and you see him uh, put the silver down into what appears to be a money bag of some type, and then he pulls out a few coins and sticks them in his pocket.
Oh boy, thank you, sir.
I
It's
give
not
one of them
really.
to Bannock,
Mm.
and I give the other one to him.
Thank you.
I mean, he's still smiling. He accepts it. He puts it in his pocket too,
All right.
and then he scribbles in the book, and you see him
I
mark
like you,
something
kid.
out, and then write in something else.
This
Anything
isn't
else y'all
really
are looking?
a gem that you would traditionally mine, but would they happen to have any pearls?
You look around and don't see any here.
Okay.
And he says, if you were wanting to get a pearl specifically, you would probably have to check one of the jewelry shops since they're the ones that import things from the ocean.
Good
But
to
there
know.
are
Thank you very
some in
much.
town. So
Is-
anything else y'all want from a gem or jewelry shop? Well,
some
from this one.
information.
Okay. What
Do
can I
you
help
know a
you with?
place around here that deals with magic items or identification of magic items?
Well, that
Oh
was why I was
yeah,
asking for a pearl.
yeah.
Oh,
Insert shop here, the one that he mentioned with the chalk and stuff, the
oh,
gem
okay,
inlaid chalk.
Yeah,
perfect.
identify uses a 100 gold piece pearl.
Hmm. So that's the shop that he mentioned.
Awesome, thank you.
So any other basics that you need here of gems, again, he can do up to 700 gold pieces worth of uh, diamond dust now,
Would
since
he?
he did the
How
300.
how
The jewelry
much?
store is more likely to have the rings, but would he have a mixture of silver and iron powder?
Uh,
No, no given value on that.
Hey, hey, kid.
Hmm.
How much
yeah.
would you give me for these? And I put the 3 fool's gold that I got on the table.
Oh, he looks down at it, looks up, and says, "I'm sorry, sir. We're a shop that sells things. We're not a pawn shop."
Dang it. You don't want gold?
I'm pretty sure that's not gold, but you would have to pay me to take it off your hands if you want it destroyed.
What? That, that seems counterproductive. I take it back and put it in my pocket.
Thank you, sir. He ends it with a question mark.
Sim
You
place
I
asked
think
about
I
gold.
just
silver and
realized why
iron.
Lily is looking for powdered silver and iron.
Yeah, there's 2 spells that use it. There's one that
Powdered
One
has.
silver.
is
Yeah, one of them is protection from good and evil.
dispel good and evil does too.
How much do you need?
Well,
Or is
protection
it
from good and
just
evil
as a material?
isn't an amount, it's a material, but the higher level ones are an amount.
Is it used up?
Banana would be the one to ask because it's technically a cleric spell.
Okay.
Depends on which one.
The higher level one?
It doesn't say used. No, I meant
Okay.
legacy or
Hmm.
2024. Legacy uses holy water, powdered silver, and iron, where non-legacy is just powdered silver and iron, and it doesn't say it's consumed. It just says components.
Good, so you just need it.
Yeah. The legacy one does say it
Holy
is
water.
consumed,
Mhm.
and it's holy water or powdered silver and iron.
Oh,
Yes. And you can cast
where do you
ceremony
say consumed?
to create.
It says
It'll say at the bottom. Is consumed
yeah,
when you cast a spell.
next to the little asterisk.
Mhm.
Are you looking at the actual spell page or the overview when you search for spells?
In
So,
my known spells.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
I'm
you
looking at
click on the
the
spell and
admin.
get the little pop-up box, it should be in there.
He does have that available. He can sell you pretty much one use that you're looking for. Since it's silver, for 1 silver since it's not a great amount.
Yeah, it's specifically a mixture of silver and iron.
Yes, he can do that. And that is mostly unlimited.
Yeah, because
So 1
protection
silver
Let's see
per use.
here.
Yeah, protection from evil and good doesn't have an amount. Magic circle does. And then the dispel does.
Yeah, he has plenty of silver, plenty of iron, not many gems to crush.
Protection is consumed.
Mhm.
Right.
Dispel isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, and protection doesn't have a gold value on it, so it's just any.
Yeah.
The only gold value I see is the holy water.
Magic circle, which may not be
Is
one
that one of mine?
of your ones that you have right now. It's a cleric
could
spell, you just may
Mm.
not have it prepared.
So yes, you can buy use of powdered silver and iron for the sake of protection from good and evil as a silver each.
Yeah, if you're never going to use magic circle, just get a little
100
bit
gold.
for.
You're going to
Mhm.
give 100 gold?
No, it says
That's what
it's
magic
for
circle
magic
is. It's
circle I
100.
Oh, okay.
need.
Got you.
That's what I was saying, yeah. But if you're just going to use it for protection from good and evil, you can get less. Because you'll just use
Yeah.
like a pinch of it or whatever every time. Whatever
Yeah, it
amount
don't
it
take a
says.
lot.
What does magic circle do again?
Let me pull it up.
Oh, the
Summons
spell.
one of the following creatures: celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Are you looking at magic circle?
Yeah. Affects the creature of the
It's
chosen type in the following ways.
yeah, you're not summoning the creature, but you're
Oh,
choosing
yeah.
a type of creature to ward that circle against.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I like how a lot of them have now holy water or powdered silver, which is the
Well,
whole thing that we made a house rule for.
yeah, we house ruled that we could substitute it because you can cast ceremony using the 25 powdered silver to create holy water.
Yeah, and now everything listed as an ore. It's so funny.
So, and ceremony's
Yeah,
a ritual, so you can cast it for free
They were
without using a
listening.
spell slot. Yeah. It makes sense.
How much do you think I should grab?
That's up to you. How much do you think you might use those spells?
I wasn't asking you, I was asking Lily.
Well,
Oh.
I feel like magic circle is going to be very situational. So if you wanted to get enough for one casting of that, that's probably fine for an emergency. Otherwise,
So
just
150, so what?
I'd say
100
maybe
is how much it costs for magic circle.
right. So if you wanted to do magic circle
Thought
and
it
then
was
your other
150.
one, it's 100.
Yeah.
It's only 100.
Anything you
I thought I
need while
just
we're
said
here, Bannock?
150.
Nope. You'll need a little bit extra for protection from good and evil, but you don't need a lot for that.
Oh, it is 100. Okay. So what? Get 200 just in case?
You
That's
get
true.
whatever you'd like. Those two are, for the most part, unlimited here. So pay whatever you want to get that amount for that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to get the silver dust and the iron dust separate?
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
always mix
if
them
you wanted
yourself.
to.
Mm-hmm. They just
Yes.
need to be combined when you cast a spell.
Yeah.
So yes.
Because I'm just thinking, would it be better off for me to get more silver dust so I can potentially make more holy water?
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's 25 G apiece.
I mean, that may have been
What should
also
I do?
why I grabbed 25 gold pieces worth of silver, even though I can't cast that spell, so. Some of that is going to you.
Party
I'm just
help for
making
the
sure
cleric.
I'm making sure your bases are covered, because I know I have more liquid funds right now than a lot of people do.
Does anybody else have anything
I
that
still
they'd
have
like to
some
check or
too.
request here?
Did we ask him his name?
No,
What's your name, kid?
Timothy.
Timothy.
Yeah, I don't need any gems per se for any of my spells that I don't already have. I need things engraved or infused.
Timothy, tell your boss you deserve a raise.
I do that all the time. He never listens.
Tell him I said it.
And who are you?
Hey,
Timothy.
Oh, nice. We can be Timothys together.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
smack Cole in the head. His name isn't Timothy.
Oh. He looks a little bit sadder
His
now.
name.
It's Cole.
Anyways, Timothy,
Cole.
can I get?
We have a lot of coal here in town,
I-
too.
Yes. Spelled different, but
Can I
yes.
get 150 of silver dust and 150 of iron dust? It's iron,
You
right?
can. Yeah, so you're pretty much getting 300's worth of iron dust and
Yep.
silver dust combined.
Separate, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
150
silver is
of
worth
each.
more than iron.
Yeah.
Than iron.
Silver's a more valuable material in
Yeah.
general.
So there's less of it than you get the iron. But yeah, you can do that. Just mark it on your items list there.
Yeah, when it lists a mixture like that, you can kind of cheap out a little bit by making it more iron than silver.
If only. If only it worked that way for that's worth at least 100 ones.
Right? Ugh.
Can't cheap out there.
Nope.
So he quote unquote rings you up. He writes it in his book there as a change. Yay for tea tables. Anything else I can help you good folks with?
Nope.
I think we're probably sorted here. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Okay.
So
And
you
don't
said that other
forget,
shop
think
was
we're
this way,
good,
that way,
yes.
this way, and that way?
yeah, the other shop is just over there, right around here, and just a little bit that way.
Would the jeweler also be the one to speak to about getting things engraved?
We don't have the tools here for that since we just make the general,
Mhm.
such as bangles and necklaces and stuff. But there is an engraver that's just up the street that way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we
I'm
tend to
gonna
have a
I'm
lot
gonna
of people that visit
Mhm.
that wants custom things.
I'm gonna toss him a silver as a tip.
You toss it, he claps at it with his hands, he fumbles it, it bounces up in the air, it lands on the desk and bounces, but he manages to catch it before it rolls off the side.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Timothy.
My pleasure. And his voice kind of cracks as he ends the pleasure. So, yay! We have finished a shopping building.
One
Yay!
shopping.
Yeah, one shopping. So that's where we will call it so that we can be prepared for next time. So y'all can come up with what it is you're looking for and an idea, and we will cover that then. I definitely know that the middle building is on your radar. So don't worry, I
Okay.
won't forget about that either.
So we can go
I'm
ahead
assuming
and
it's probably your
call the stream here.
guild-ish hall.
Yep.
Yeah,
The clan hall.
clan hall, guild hall. Same thing in my books.
Well, it's a clan of dwarves.
All right. So let's go ahead and call the stream here, and then we can
Yep.
do our offline chatter.
So thank you all very much for stopping by for this 37th session. I know there was lots of travel and moving, but at least there were some sparks and things. Well,
Yeah.
there was thunder.
I got to control a storm.
Yeah, our storm weaver here.
I got to drench not Erlen. Ah.
So hopefully we can get together sometime soon so that we can play some more in the Demon's Grass.
Yay!
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
those of you on my end, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening, and I'll see y'all next
My
time.
stream is out.
Bye bye.
Mine's out.